And actually, speaking of which, Coach Nabi, you had to wait a while before you played your first competitive match. Well, you started off with 2 wins in your first 2 matches. How do you feel about the progress and the performance of the team thus far?
Merci, thank you. Donc, comme on a annoncé dès le début, notre première mission est de remettre Kaizer à sa place naturelle au niveau du football sud-africain. Donc, c'est un projet. Et on ne veut pas être dévié sur notre projet parce qu'il est très sérieux. Nous sommes très rigoureux là-dessus. Et lorsqu'on parle du résultat, on ne veut pas que le résultat prenne le dessus sur la rigueur et les sérieux qu'on donne dans ce projet-là. Parce que si vous pensez que le résultat va peut-être influencer sur notre travail, ça c'est la première chose. Mais en même temps, travailler sur le projet et gagner, ça ne peut que aider le club, aider l'équipe à progresser. Et tant mieux pour nous là-dessus.
Okay. I tell you what, Patias, what we said, because I don't want you speaking over each other. Maybe let the coach finish his thought, and then after I interpret. Is that okay?
Coach Nabi, I wanted to find out, I mean, you got the 6 points, but I know that you did experience some sort of disorganization, especially when it got to the second half for last night's game, and you were concerned about, you know, the possession and losing the ball, and especially giving dominance to Amazulu on the second half yesterday. Is that something you're concerned about moving on to the game with Sundowns this weekend?
Tout à fait, c'est vrai que nous avons été un peu différents, notre prestation a été différente la première mi-temps par rapport à la deuxième mi-temps. Mais en dehors de manquements, bien sûr, il y a toujours de manquements, il y a aussi un relâchement mental. Vous savez, lorsque vous gagnez 3-0, et vous savez, dans la tête, dans l'inconscient des joueurs, ils ont, après quelques mois, après 48 heures.
D'accord.
So the coach was saying, you know, when you started a game by scoring 3 goals, it's normal in the mind of the players they can go real, and this was the reason in the second half.
I explained after 3-0 is dans l'inconscient des joueurs. Les joueurs savent que le
players know that
après moins de 48 heures,
in less than 48 days or hours they do have a great game against Sundowns.
Yeah.
Il y a l'inconscient qui dit un peu pour manager le côté physique.
So in their mind they are trying to manage their bodies.
Dans le match, l'esprit était déjà.
I don't think even through the game their spirits was led towards Sundowns.
Ça on ne peut pas le maîtriser.
We cannot master that.
Mais j'ai reconnu, ça ne veut pas dire qu'on n'a pas
acknowledge. I don't say that we don't miss or make mistakes.
Right.
But that we are going to take account of that.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
And Coach, how much do you subscribe to the idea that when it comes to a match like Chiefs versus Sundowns, because this is like a derby match now, we also subscribe to the idea that form goes out the window, that your result building up to this match is irrelevant, and that it's all about what happens on the day. Or does a confident win in a build-up to a match like this count for something?
To be honest, I think every match in football has to stand on its own. If you want to use reference of the previous match or the previous matches you played, I think that's when you make a lot of mistakes, because opponents are not the same. The profile of the teams will never be the same. The tactical orientations of the teams will definitely not be the same. The match temperament will also not be the same, because when you are playing a big match like this in front of more than 60,000 spectators, it calls for a little bit of experience somewhere, and maybe that's where I think we will have an advantage, because it is very important to go to a match like this knowing very well the dynamics of the stature of the match itself. But as to what happened in the previous matches, I often don't even want to use it because of the differences of these matches and their profiles.
Sure, that is true. Thank you so much, Coach. Well, we do still want to